Hi guys, today I'm going to discuss the derivative of power to power. So let's say x to the x. So what's the derivative of this quantity x to the x? So to do this, I will first compute the derivative of x to the x for some, let's say, for x positive. So let's first look at this derivative of x to the x. Because x is positive, I can write this as e to the ln of x to the x using like z equals e to the ln z for z positive. So that would be, in this case, if I move this x to the front, then x equals, now this is e to the x times ln x. So derivative of this. So using the derivative formula, d over dx, e to the, let's say, g of x in here, it is e to the g of x times g prime. So using this formula, I can say that this is now equal to itself times the derivative of x ln x using the product rule. So this means that ln x times 1 plus x times 1 over x. So if you go back to x to the x, because we know that this is x to the x, ln x plus 1, because x and x cancels in here. So we are done. So derivative of x to the x is x to the x times ln x plus 1. So we know that. Okay, now how about d over dx x to the x? I'll use the same trick, d over dx. So e to the, so take the exponent and then like ln of x to the x. Now move this x to the x, this exponent over to the front. E to the x times ln x. Now using the derivative formula, we define derivative of the exponential function e to the g of x. So it is itself e to the x times ln x times derivative of this product. It's going to be ln x times derivative of x to the x. Let's write this first. And then plus x to the x times the derivative of ln x. Let's write it that way and then just plug it in. Now e to the x times. So if we go back to the original function, actually the first one in here, the first factor that right here is x to the x times, now this x to the x is like ln x times, this is x to the x times ln x plus 1. That's what we showed in the previous example. And now plus x to the x times derivative of ln x is 1 over x. Alright, so we can pull x to the x minus 1 out. X to the x times x to the x minus 1. So we have x is left in here. And then if you distribute the ln x in here, actually, you get x times ln x squared plus x times ln x. And then because we put this x to the x minus 1 out, and then we are left with 1 in here. So this will be the, if I combine this now, so like x and x, so this will be x to the x plus x minus 1 times x ln squared x plus x ln x plus 1. So this will be the derivative of x to the x. I hope this helps. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.